Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Nina and this is going to be a weekly energy reading. And this week, in this upcoming week, in the next 7 to 10 days, we have a new moon coming up. And this is in the sign of Cancer. So happy birthday to all my fellow Cancerians. I hope you have a lovely month ahead. This is a timeless reading though, so whenever you come across it is when you're meant to watch it. And we have 3 piles as usual. We have pile number 1, which is this raw black tourmaline, pile number 2 with citrine, and pile number 3 with another black tourmaline, but this is a polished one. For some reason these are the stones that wanted to come out today. So maybe somebody needs to ground their energy and to feel this protection and warmth from these stones. But anyway, let's get started. I'll see you in your timestamps. If you need more time, pause the video here. Hi group 1, for those of you who were drawn to this tourmaline, let's take a look at your reading. And we'll start with Lenormand. What do they need to know? Group number 1 about the next 7 to 10 days. What's the most important thing they need to know? Okay, so there's some communication coming through. We have the letter, we have the garden, and let's get one more. We have the coffin and the bear. Bottom of the deck we have the stars. Okay. I feel like these are two separate events happening. Okay, firstly you're going to be really social, okay, and you're likely to stand out in your social setting. You may be in a leadership role, or you may be dealing with an authority figure or someone who is probably even a guardian, a mother or something like that. Okay, and this is for someone out there. It's quite possible that there's a sudden illness, or if you have been perhaps waiting even for some medical reports or something to come through, they are going to come through. Okay, and if you have been feeling a bit down or feeling a bit low, this is the week where you start to gain strength. Okay, and you start to put yourself out there to become more social, because a coffin can also be like a loneliness card, being by yourself and taking some time out and enjoying a downtime, or looking after yourself after maybe even physical illness. And it is quite possible that you receive some important communication with respect to that aspect, okay, of health, or something that may have ended, or you hear about that. Okay, and when it comes to work, I feel like there is a lot of activity. Okay, you may be meeting a lot of people, getting work done, and this could also be your advice, to take things slow, to not rush into things, think things through. Okay, and also the star is a card of healing and recovery and a wish fulfillment. So this could be some really important news coming your way that you have been waiting for. We'll find out more about that. Okay, this is what I'm getting so far. Alright, so the 5 of Wands, okay. 9 of Cups, and the 9 of Pentacles. Wow. Wow, okay. For some of you, you've competed for something. There's something that you have. Maybe this is a job, okay. And for some reason, this coffin is feeling really odd to me, okay. Um, or it's simply a period of transition that this news, this information brings about, okay. It's a new beginning for which you need to let go of the old, the past, okay. So to me, this feels very much like you overcoming some obstacles, some challenges, and that's also one of the reasons why perhaps the bear is here, which gives you the strength, to overcome obstacles and challenges. And you're getting some amazing news, okay, and this is going to make you really, really happy, really content. And this could definitely have something to do with your career, business, finances. You're feeling on top of your game. You're feeling like, your efforts have paid off. And if you have competed, let's say for a job, then it's very likely that you get a yes. You get in, okay, basically. And this could be possibly a contract that you're receiving, an offer letter or something like that, something official maybe. And either way, you personally, individually are in a really good space, okay. There may be some chaos or something going on around you, but I don't think that's going to really affect you in the way you feel about your life, about you, about your goals. And you're in a comfortable space by yourself, okay. 2 nines here, nines go back to the hermit, which again is kind of like the coffin, being by yourself, not although it's sitting right next to the garden. It could be that you need some time out, you need some time alone by yourself to replenish your energy, to feel recharged, and that's what you're focusing on to gain your strength again, okay. And either way, there is a wish fulfillment here, okay. We have the star here at the bottom of the deck and the 9 of cups. So there's some news, some communication coming in that's going to make you really, really happy. And for most of you, I feel like this is something that you've had to work hard for, or you've had to overcome challenges for. And maybe the 5 of wands is like some pettiness or a competition, it could be, or even some admin related stuff or boring stuff, or like tiny obstacles or speed bumps that come your way. But I think you are in a good place, okay, irrespective of that. So we have the Singer of Connection, number 6. Here and now, 32, okay. Round and round, 25. Don't let pride get in your way, full moon in Leo. Woman holding a heart, number 44. 8. Okay. And we have the Thinking Man, 46. There's definitely a relationship element coming through here very, very strongly. We have the Singer of Connection. And these are separate messages, okay. This is just showing us what is in focus for you this week. I feel like there are two things happening parallelly. One is that on the career, business, personal goals front, you're doing really well, okay. The other thing is that there is some relationship in focus in which you may be facing a bit of ups and downs. There may be even some arguments, there may be some disappointment, okay. And there is a chance here for healing to occur, for change to occur in the dynamic, okay. There is love here, but it feels almost like this woman is offering this giant heart to this man, and his focus is elsewhere. So if you're the woman in this case, and if this is like a heterosexual partnership, you might be feeling like there's a misunderstanding, or you're not on the same page, or there's some repetitive pattern that you've been through before, and you don't want to get into that again. Okay, the other message that I'm getting strongly here from your guides is that there's something that this relationship or this person has triggered in you, perhaps. Okay, or they are mirroring back to you, or they're showing you. Okay, and it is a familiar pattern. You've been here before, and what your guides are telling you is that you don't need to repeat that pattern. Okay, firstly, and secondly, things are not always going to be like that. Okay, for instance, if you have, let's say, a fear of abandonment or something, and that deep-seated fear is causing you to maybe sabotage the relationship, or you're projecting that fear onto this connection, what your guides are saying is that things are not always going to be repetitive. You have a chance here to observe the pattern and escape it or break it. Okay, and it's not necessary that this person's also going to do the same thing with you. Okay, so don't let pride get in your way. That is also what I feel like, because this whole individualistic energy is coming through with the 2 9s, and it's quite possible that there is perhaps like an age difference or something between you and this person. But whatever the case is, there is love, there is connection here, but you may be butting heads because of some power play, some ego battle. Okay, and the 9 of Pentacles is about self-worth, self-esteem as well, but sometimes it can turn into like an unhealthy sense of pride. Okay, being almost unreachable. So what I'm trying to say here is that your guides are kind of warning you against that. Okay, to try to meet the other person halfway. And the other important thing they're saying is the past is the past. Do not repeat that cycle. Okay, do not even look too much into the future, because that can bring about anxiety, and that can also cause you to sabotage the connection. Be here now, stay in the present, and focus on what's happening at the moment. And if at all you need support, you need help, there are people out there to help you. You don't have to go at it all alone by yourself. Okay, like I'm this 9 of Cups guy, and I'm this 9 of Pentacles woman, and I'm not going to budge. I don't need anybody. Yeah, we don't really need anybody, but it's nice to have support and companionship, and that is what I feel like your guides are trying to suggest here. Okay, so what's your advice? We have clouds, shape shifting. So that's interesting, because clouds do have, like, they have different formations, they do shape shift, and it seems like your guides are suggesting that things are not going to be the same. Wait for things to settle down, and nothing is set in stone. Okay, so allow yourself to fully immerse yourself in the now, in the present. Okay, clouds can also bring about this, they have the symbolism of anxiety, overthinking, and they're sitting right next to the thinking man. So if you're this kind of person who tends to overanalyze, overthink, and keep going in your mind, round and round and round, that is, something that you need to watch out for. Really be present. Okay, as difficult as that can seem, because it's not easy. We say, yeah, okay, we're grounded, being present, but most of the time our mind is either in the future or in the past, and that's what we're creating from, either the past or some future fear. Okay, so that's what's coming up for you. And also kind of be flexible, be open. Okay, you also perhaps want to shape shift, in the sense that You don't need to be this person anymore, okay? Now that you see there is this pattern, there's this recognition, you don't have to be that person anymore. You can change, you can shapeshift as well, okay? So let's see what's happening in terms of love and relationships. Okay. So we have physical touch. A tender touch can mean so much. Be willing to express love to receive love. Let's get one more. And love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. Bottom of the deck we have do something for someone. Give your attention to another. So there could be some nice tender moments between you and somebody else, which is coming about, I feel, after a period of strife, after a period of maybe, messy situation, which is very possibly going to heal this week, okay? Provided you stay present and don't bring your past, you could say, baggage into the situation and treat it for what it is in the now, okay? There's a possibility here, a strong possibility for you to move on from arguments, miscommunication, and any sort of distance that has developed between you and another person, and come closer, possibly physically as well, and really express your love to each other. So that's nice. So I'm wishing you all the best. I hope you have a lovely week ahead. Do hit the like button if you enjoyed the reading, and let me know in the comment section. And I'll see you again later. Have a lovely week ahead. Bye bye. Hi group 2, for those of you drawn to this crystal here, let's take a look at your reading. I'm going to start actually with some Lenormand cards. What does group 2 need to know about the week ahead, the next 7 to 10 days? Spirit, we have the clouds, oops, the tree, okay, the whip, ouch, and the clover. The house at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. So it's like one challenging card, one good card, one challenging card, and then one good card. So it's a mixed bag. There's an up and down energy here, okay? So the tree and clover are both here to heal a situation, okay? You may have had some maybe like some arguments with somebody, and the clouds is very mental, so, and it's quite possible that you've had some, you've been through a dark period, and especially mentally it's affected you a lot, okay? And this is the week where your mental health starts to improve. You start to regain a sense of composure, I feel. So there is still a tendency perhaps to look back and like play something in your mind over and over again, which is actually harmful, okay? It's hurtful. So there's a need here to sort of tame your mind, if I could say that, all right? And you have support, you have this energy here for you to be able to do that, okay? But the other thing here is that you need to like ground yourself. Maybe that's why all these grounding stones came out today, because there's a real potential here for you to feel overwhelmed, either emotionally or mentally, and yet there's an equal opportunity here for you to overcome that and heal and feel better, feel more positive, feel more optimistic. The clover is also something good emerging for you this week, okay? So it could be an opportunity, it could be something that comes out of the blue, that turns things around, that shifts your mood, that makes you feel better, okay? And with the home there, this could be in terms in a close setting or with people who feel like home to you. Okay, let's see your other cards. King of Wands. Okay, Ace of Wands and the Four of Cups. Which is again such a contrast, because the King of Wands, Ace of Wands, this is so fiery and passionate and go go go, and I can achieve this, and you know, some opportunity coming out of the blue, but you don't seem too keen for some reason. And I feel like this has, I'm getting a vibe of, you know, moodiness, like just not feeling with it, you know, feeling in it. I feel okay. So we are in Cancer season, okay, and I'm a Cancerian, and I'm saying this with all respect. Cancerians can be extremely moody. So maybe you have a sun, moon, rising Cancer, I don't know. And that's what I'm getting here, that you have a lot of ups and downs this week, but mostly it's within, it's your own energy that's going through this, okay? Because the energy around you, I feel, is good. Like you have support, there's a possibility to heal. Why do we have this Four of Cups here? I want to understand this. Eight of Swords. Yeah, see, it's Hierophant. Could be dealing with a Taurus, or you could be a Taurus. So yeah, a lot of anxious thoughts, beating yourself up mentally, being self-critical. That is quite possible. Feeling limited in the mind, even though you energetically feel like, you know, or maybe outwardly what you're projecting is this self-confidence and ambition and drive and going for your goals and blah blah blah. But mentally there is something keeping you back, is what I'm getting, okay? Maybe you're overthinking about some opportunity that is coming your way or that you want to present to somebody. Let's say this is a relationship issue. It's at the back of your mind, is what I'm getting, you know? It's like playing at the back of your mind. So even though you are getting stuff done, you are, you know, it's a very active week as well, despite your mental you know, conundrum, the mess that you're in perhaps mentally. And it's because I feel like there's an emotional charge to it, okay? There's something that you're discontent about, or you're not too happy about, and that's playing on your mind constantly this week. It's keeping you stuck in this repetitive loop of overthinking, okay? So it's not like you're allowing that to stop you from doing what you're supposed to do and going after your goals or anything, but there is this, like, you know, thing going on at the back of your mind, which if it weren't there, you would probably be more emotionally invested in what you're doing, okay? Let's just put it that way. For some of you, okay, I'm not going to rule this out, there is a possibility here of real physical attraction towards someone, and the whip can sometimes imply, you know, like bedroom action, okay? But it doesn't seem like you're very emotionally content this week, so I don't know how that will play out, but that could happen for someone. We have the Collective of Pixies, okay. Blessed, number 22. We have Peace, 23. A new start is coming, new moon. This is nice. We have a new moon in Cancer this week. Door to personal healing and happiness. And we have Angel of Balance. These are some lovely cards. Like, why are you letting your thoughts get the better of you? The Angel of Balance usually comes up when we are supposed to create more balance in our life. Okay. And this is like a helpful, supportive energy here to tell you that there is something really bright and beautiful for you to look forward to. Okay, so if this is past failures or past disappointments playing out on your mind constantly, then that is something you need to overcome. Okay, and bring yourself back to this place of peace and harmony and balance, because there is some amazing opportunity, I feel, also that is coming towards you, and this could be in terms of work. So I'm feeling a strong sense of ambition, drive. Okay, so it could be something that allows you a lot of growth in life, and yet there is this thing that you may be allowing yourself to get overwhelmed by. Okay, this repetitive thought pattern, and there's so many blessings coming your way. There is a possibility here, like I said, of healing. If you've had arguments with someone, if you've had like a strife with somebody, it's possible that you or this other person extends the olive branch, and now you're able to work together like a team. Okay, and you're able to create a sense of balance and harmony and happiness and healing in your connection. Okay, number 22 is the master builder number, and you have 23 as well. So this is progression. All right, and if you're worried about a connection, okay, don't be, because I feel like it will heal, it will improve. You just need to perhaps be more flexible, because you could possibly be a little bit rigid is what I'm getting, stuck in one particular way of thinking, because the swords is the mind, and 8, even though it's a dynamic number, it involves movement. She's not able to move here because there's a set of either principles, I'm hearing principles, or a set of thoughts, a set of behavior that you're used to. Okay, and it's time for you to break free from that, because it's not serving you, it's not serving the connection, it's not serving the other person either. All right, so it's time to sort of break free from that stagnancy. A 4 of Cups can also be apathy, being indifferent, disengaged sort of energy, and feeling stuck in a way, emotionally stuck. Okay, it's like an emotional constipation, you could say. All right, so that's something that you would probably want to work on this week, although I feel like you will still continue to make the contribution that you are making in your community, in your environment. You are showing up as this leader, as this King of Wands. Okay, but yeah, there's something on the side that is playing out in your life which you may be feeling a little overwhelmed by. So what's your advice, love? Compassion. Okay, to get rid of that emotional constipation. Okay, I'm curious, let's see. And they're reaching out, right? So I mentioned something about rigidity, inflexibility. They're meeting each other halfway, so there is perhaps some scope for you to also do that, to extend love, compassion, and to think from that place. Okay, and to also think from the perspective of like an Aquarius energy, what's good for everybody, that sort of thing. All right, be open to receiving love and receiving these blessings. What do they need to know in terms of their relationships and love life? back to what you love, reevaluate your desires, be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. Okay. Choose love. You always have a choice. Make yours with love. There could be some ego, some pride getting in the way, okay? Appreciate this moment. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. I don't know why I need to take out more cards for you. Look to your inner strength. And lastly, we have love endures. So this card came up in the previous group as well. Bottom of the deck, we have romance. I feel like there's a real possibility here for you to, ultimately it is your choice, okay, for you to heal a connection, to overcome barriers, to overcome limitations of your own mind, to shift your focus back to love, and to dream of what you can achieve in this connection, okay? Because you might be limiting yourself in the way you perceive this opportunity or this connection as well. There is a lot of growth that this can offer you, whatever this connection or this opportunity is. But yes, it's going to require some strength to look into your own mental patterns, your tendencies, and sort of, I would say, be more flexible. Love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. So you can actually take off in a new direction in this connection, towards healing, towards personal happiness with this person, provided you choose love. Okay, so those are your messages. Group number 2, I hope this helps, and I wish you all the best. Have a lovely week ahead. Do take care. Bye-bye. Hi, group 3, for those of you who were drawn to this tourmaline, let's take a look at your reading. We first start with Lenormand cards and see what's up with you in the next 7 to 10 days. Whoops, okay. We have the cross, the sun, the heart, and the home. There seems to be a lot of emphasis this week on relationships. I'm not surprised because it's Cancer season and it's all about emotions and relationships and home and family and bonds and mothering and nurturing and roots. So it's a very emotional and sensitive sign as well. So maybe that's why this is the theme. We have the garden at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like, firstly, you've got 2 amazing cards right in the center, the sun and the heart. This is warmth, this is love, this is affection, feeling at home with somebody. And the cross can sometimes be about being at a crossroads or needing to make a big decision, and it can pose a challenge to us at times, or feeling like a burden. But I don't think that's the case here. I feel like you're coming out of that, if that was the case, and you're coming into this illumination, this light, feeling lighter, feeling more comfortable in your own skin, and possibly with somebody as well. The home can literally be a place, okay, so you could be enjoying a good time with family or with someone, a partner perhaps, who feels like home to you, who you're really comfortable with. And the sun is one of the most, if not the most positive card in the deck. So if there are any challenges as well, you will easily be able to overcome them. And there's so much warmth that I'm just feeling with these cards, okay. this cross can also imply that this is a fated relationship, a karmic or soulmate or destined kind of relationship. Okay, that is in focus for you this week. Let's see, what does tarot say? The Emperor, we have Death, and the Queen of Swords. Wow. Okay, so there's no lovey-dovey energy here at all, and they seem to be looking that way to the future. I want to get one more card to see, because it feels like these two characters are not looking eye to eye. Okay, there's a lot of pride that I'm sensing here, but let's see, what is this about? Yeah, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, King of Swords, and yet there's love, there's warmth. Okay, so it quite similar to another group. Okay, we have the Ten of Pentacles, again the happy home family card at the bottom of the deck. It's quite possible that there's an impending discussion, okay, that you need to have with somebody which changes things. Okay, and it could be with an Aries or someone who exhibits those qualities. We have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, we have Scorpio, we have Aries, Leo, Sag again. But either way, they are counterparts. But what I'm getting here is almost like a confrontation, or having that conversation that was long overdue, that sort of thing. And it could be that they are the same person, but what I'm getting for you is that you need to stay in your power. Okay, because and of course acknowledge the truth, speak your truth, but also sort of, I would say, let your guard down a bit. I'm sensing a lot of like ego struggle and power play, perhaps, one-upmanship, nobody's budging, that sort of thing. And the Seven of Wands can sometimes to me be cyclical arguments, arguing about the same thing over and over again, which puts you on the defense. And if you come across as someone who's really blunt, for instance, both of you, okay, whoever this other person or party is, it's possible that you'll end up keep going in circles because there's no compassion there, and there's like a lack of, I would say, there's like too much defensiveness is what I'm sensing. Something's got to give, something's got to change here in this dynamic, and I feel like there's a possibility for this armor that both of you are wearing to melt, but like it all depends on how you communicate with each other. Okay, because it's possible for it that that whole ice to break, to snap in a moment, but there's tension here. I'm sensing a lot of tension. Okay, interesting. So I just put these cards here, and all court cards, like, it makes it pretty confusing because you are dealing with people. There is perhaps some change happening also in terms of career, business, finances, and that's what's leading to this coldness perhaps, okay, or needing to, or it could simply be that you're just dealing a lot with and meeting with a lot of authority figures, and official matters are being discussed. But at the same time, there is an underlying energy in which you're able to enjoy some relationships at home or with people who feel like home. Yeah, we have death here. Some big change. There's some big change happening. Okay, you have death twice. Treasure Island, number 9. Observer, 49. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. So all 3 piles I think have new moon cards, which is nice. And Sagittarius has is more about like big thinking, big picture. So I feel like that's what's needed here. And also the Observer card, it's giving me this feeling of, you know, needing to zoom out and think long term, think big picture. And if for that you need to make some changes, or you need to let go of maybe an attitude or something that would pose an obstacle on the way, then that is what you need to focus on, because there's something good coming your way. Okay, luck is on your side. Your efforts are paying off. There's something perhaps that you've been waiting for, maybe an opportunity, or, you know, an answer. There is success here. Okay, there's a real possibility for you getting what you wanted, okay, for a long time perhaps. But when it comes to relationships, I feel like there's a bit of tension there. Second chakra, Archangel Ariel, and deceit. Okay, interesting. Let's find out what this is about. This can also be self-deceit, okay. Like I think William Blake said this, all deception is self-deception. Okay, so you got Temperance, Strength, Ace of Pentacles, and the Deceit card of 7 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Someone's not being entirely honest with you. Okay, and this could, I mean, or vice versa. Maybe you're not being all that honest with somebody. But I feel like the message here is also to temper yourself down perhaps. Okay, maybe this is like a coping mechanism, you know, you put your guard up and you close off when things get a bit heated up in a connection perhaps. Okay, but the other thing here, the other possibility here is also that you could be receiving an opportunity, but you're talking yourself out of it. Okay, whether that's in love or in career, business, finances, this is a good opportunity, but perhaps you're creating obstacles for yourself because I don't know. It could be that you feel, you know, it's you're not worthy of it, or whatever it is. You know, there's something that is making you be very defensive. All right, putting your guard up. So Strength is self-mastery. All right, and Temperance is like moderation. Take the middle path is what I'm being called to say. Okay, don't think in extremes and look to your inner strength. You can do this. All right, you can do this. So don't talk yourself out of a great opportunity is kind of what I'm getting. The second chakra is also about relating to others. It's not just sensuality or whatever, and creativity. It's also about a sense of belonging. You might not be allowing somebody in. Okay, that is quite possible. It's hard for you to do that perhaps, but there is something good coming your way, whether this is in relationships or in career. Okay, or self-sabotage could be at play. Let's see your advice. We have reflection, winter solstice, and winter solstice also kind of has this message of releasing, letting go of old thought patterns. This death card twice is definitely talking to me about, needing to let go of old ways of being, old ways of thinking. There's an emphasis here on thought, on communication, on perception, on how you express yourself, what you think, okay, basically. And I feel like there's a lot of guardedness, okay. Reflect, take some time out to observe, to reflect on your own actions, and perhaps on the past, on things that have, on the lessons that you've learned, okay. And I think that should give you some answers on the way forward as well. Overall, it feels like there is an emphasis on two things. One is an opportunity or some success when it comes to your career, business, finances. And there is another theme playing out here, which has to do with either self-sabotaging, a connection, or sabotaging a connection unknowingly, or just not allowing something to develop. There's a need for change here. It's a definite need for change here. Let's pull a few more cards. I just want to dig a little bit into what this is about, what's going on in this story. Page of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, the Lovers, Nine of Wands. So this is another card of, building walls. If somebody is just simply breadcrumbing you, they're not being honest with you, then take your time, okay, to decide, to make that decision. It's your call entirely. And we have the Sun as I cut the deck. But if that is not the case, you might want to also observe your own thought patterns, your own tendencies, your own unconscious behavior that may be sabotaging this connection, because you are receiving some kind of help, or someone is extending their support to you, okay. And it could be that you don't trust this person and you've put up these walls. And the Lovers is again a card of being at a crossroads, okay, or needing to make a choice with respect to a relationship, or somehow that choice affects the relationship, okay. So I think that's what's playing out here. Maybe you feel like this is not an equal give and take, give and receive connection, okay. So think it through and make your thoughts known as well, is what I'm getting. Be very clear with this person about what's acceptable, what's not. If they've overstepped your boundaries, let them know, okay. And if it ends, then so be it. Maybe it's not meant to be. Demonstrate love. What's happening in love and relationships for them? There are some trust issues here, I feel. Express love through gifts. Forgiveness, yeah. So it's possible that somebody is trying to make amends, okay. Look to your inner strength. Slow down, pause and allow things to unfold. Let's get one more. Be supportive. Like attracts like. So this person, could be mirroring back to you something that you need to heal within yourself. Appreciate this moment. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. So forgiveness is at the bottom of this. But I do feel like there's a possibility here for you to really be honest with each other, take off the mask, and let the blunt truth or this illumination to happen, and that changes things between y'all. Okay, that's what I feel here. So those are your messages. I'm wishing you all the best. Have a lovely week ahead. Do take care of yourself, and I'll see you again later. Bye bye.